Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of 15 Minutes With. Some of you might be asking, what is 15 Minutes With? What is its purpose? What are its goals? 15 Minutes With is a show about jail and prison. 15 Minutes With doesn't glorify jail or prison. In fact, the purpose of 15 Minutes With is to deter not only young people, but people of all ages from going to or winding up in jails or even prison. Do you know that here in America, the home of the free, there are over 2.3 million people incarcerated. Over 1/3 of incarcerated women worldwide are in fact locked up right here in the United States. Over 13 million people are arrested each year. That is more than the population of Los Angeles and New York City combined. It's a lot of people. From what I just said, you're probably thinking that 15 Minutes With is an anti-police or anti-justice show. If that is what you're thinking, you couldn't be further from the truth. The police risk their lives out there helping others with just pretty much handcuffs, pepper spray, a gun, and their wits or their street smarts every day. There are so many laws, some antiquated on the books, that an average person commits 3 felonies a day, and our courts are showing it. So are our jails and prisons with an overload. 15 Minutes With takes you both behind the walls and the razor wire and out on the streets to talk to inmates who are currently incarcerated and some who have been released from confinement and are living out here in the free world. It is our hope that once you hear their true stories about what the system in jails and prisons are like, as well as the horrendous and outright dangerous conditions on the inside, that those of you who may have be headed down that long and lonely road that leads right to the inside may have second thoughts and think twice before winding up inside those walls and having to live in those conditions. It's our hope you choose the life out here in the free world. Now, here is this episode of 15 Minutes With.
You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. This call is from
Drew Peterson?
an inmate at a federal prison. This call is being recorded and is subject to monitoring. Hang up to decline the call or to accept. Dial 5 now. You wish to block.
Good morning, Drew. How are you?
Good morning, Joe. How you doing?
I'm okay.
If for some reason I don't call you, it's because we're on lockdown or something. That happens quite.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about too, because I've been seeing different things at some different facilities. I guess I don't know if you guys are included in this, but I know Lexington, Kentucky had some kind of a thing where the outside came in to, like, I guess view the prison or whatever. So one of the guys was telling me that I guess they had a special meal which was better than they would have got, and you know, everything had to get super clean and all this other stuff. So I don't know if you guys are going through that as well.
Everything gets dressed up when the higher ups come visiting. So it's like we polish everything in the laundry, and everything's clean, and it's just like it's different because the thing is, I work for good officers. So the thing is, I don't mind sprucing it up so they get a positive review, and our laundry normally does because we got a bunch of good guys working in here. So everybody's on their best behavior when these people are here. So it's very true.
Well, I was actually gonna ask you too. You're at what? You're at the USP, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's high security?
Oh yeah, it's like maximum security.
It is. Okay. So, because I know when you were talking to me about, even what you just said with the when they come in there, sprucing everything up and the officers are good. And I know when we had talked last week, we had talked about, different things about watching out for this and that and the other thing. So I'm just trying to put things together as to, the facility itself, because I know I was looking at the state facilities go on a number system, and I see that the Bureau of Prisons is just low, medium, camp, which camp is just it says satellite camp, so I'm assuming it's outside of the prison. And then it says, low, medium, high.
It's on the same grounds, but there's different security levels.
Right.
USP has and it's a little less secure, and you got more freedom in there. And then you have the camp, and those guys can leave the facility, and they drive their cars and stuff. So it's
right.
low security.
So with where you're at, I mean, everything is pretty much. I know the walls are there. You have what controlled moves, like they tell you. You have X amount of time to make it from point A to point B, and all that jazz, or.
Well, they say there's a move on. Everybody going here, do your move, go to rec. They got rec move. They got a lunch move. That's making move. But it's kind of like being like in a little community here. It's like a lot better than the state where I was locked down all the time. I was at the point in the state where I would be handcuffed if I left my cell.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you too, because you had pointed out, that when you were in, I think it was state or county, you said you were in single cell, and you were pretty much by yourself. Is it different there?
From a federal prison.
Is it different where you're at now, or?
Yeah, I'm in the community here, but you got to remember that the facility I'm in is called a dropout yard, and everybody in here has some sort of issue. Like I'm an ex-cop, and then they people in here that are informants. They got people in here that are child molesters, transsexuals in here. People. This is a non-active yard. That means it's not controlled by the gangs.
Okay, but that's where you are within the facility. But is it like that? The facility itself is like separated, or it's just one big facility?
It's one big facility, but FCI is separated. It's on the same grounds, and the camp that's on the same grounds.
So, I mean, but for the most part, though, you're pretty safe in there, right? Or
pretty much. I've been attacked at one time, and then other times, I pay attention to my surroundings because being an ex-cop in any prison isn't a safe thing. So.
Right. Yeah, I know we were talking about that too because you had brought up your life expectancy, and I was like, when you brought that up, I got to be honest with you, I was kind of stunned to have somebody actually say that to me. So.
Well, life expectancy in an active yard is probably about 15 minutes, if that, because police officers don't survive there. They get stabbed. The thing that happened to Whitey Bulger, that would happen to me.
Well, speaking of, Bulger wasn't at your place, right? He was someplace else?
He was someplace else. And
okay.
I forget the name where it was, but he was in a protected area, and then what happened is they moved him because he was violating the rules somehow. I guess he was selling his IDs to everybody, and he was getting big money for it. So, he got moved, and where he got moved to, it almost looked like a set-up hit.
That's what somebody had said, yeah, and then conveniently the cameras, I guess, didn't catch anything, and yada yada.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they said they went through the old, I guess somebody tried to remove his tongue, and they removed his eyes, and yada yada. So, I mean, that was a little crazy, but I mean, given
he was an informant for the feds, and
right.
Everybody knew that, so they went after him and got him. So it's like a lot of people are saying that it was a paid hit. So who knows?
Yeah.
There are a lot of rumors and speculations in there.
Yeah, everybody has their own little theory on what happened. So, but
there's guys here that was actually, I know that were his cellmates in other spots. So, so they say he was a character, like anything, But it's just like anybody else, Here it's just like whenever my TV specials come out, everybody in here is glued to the television set. But as usual, everybody comes up and they said they got all this evidence against you, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, well, I mean, but for the most part, though, I mean, granted, when we were talking about people knowing your background, I mean, I don't know, you don't usually have a problem with anybody, though, right? Or
no, there's people, but everybody in here, though, the way they demonstrate their dislike to me is they ignore me, or they'll snub me somehow, or comments under their breath. But
it's bullshit.
It's about 50-50. Half the people are my buddies and they're my friends, and half of them will ignore me and go about their way. That's fine.
Right.
You're almost better off not having too many friends in here, keeping your circle small.
Well, I know it's probably just in a way kind of like the outside. You keep your your circle kind of tight, and then this way you don't have to. I'm not going to say you don't have to worry, but there's less of a worry because you know who's around you at all times. Right.
But a lot of people come to me for help for stuff. So, yeah.
Right. Other than your background, I mean, does if somebody was to come in there, like to get sentenced for whatever, even I don't know, white collar crime, what are their, what would your advice be to them, as far as to maintain so they don't get hurt? I mean, I know I've had people tell me, don't gamble, don't borrow, yada yada. So, what would your advice be to somebody going in there?
Same thing. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from gambling. A lot of people that are doing drugs, they're obsessed with it, and they'll loan or they'll borrow, and next thing you know, they're in great debt, and they'll do what's called a check-in move. They'll cause a fight with somebody or to do something to get themselves checked into the SHU, the Special Housing Unit.
Right.
To get away from it, and like gambling debts and stuff. So don't gamble, don't do drugs, and mind your own business. Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah, I mean, I would think mind your own business. Don't pay attention to anybody's stuff, and just
right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So,
so it's like you're okay. You'll be okay in here.
Yeah.
The biggest people get the biggest problems anywhere you go. They call them child molesters.
Yeah, I've actually had a lot of people say that they're like the lowest of low on the totem pole. So, I talked to somebody, I want to say from California, and they actually have a special section of the prison where these guys go, and it's to keep them from getting, it's to keep them from getting hurt.
Transsexuals are all over. The child molesters are all over. But when somebody wants to pull a check-in move,
This call is from a federal prison.
they'll go beat up a child molester in front of the guard.
So they'll go after them. Yeah, they figure it's the easy move, and they're gonna score some points while at the same time I'm taking it.
Exactly. So that's pretty much it. They're like, after they're here for a while, I fit in with everybody else. Everybody, I don't know if they're not accepting, but they're just dealt with, and nobody bothers them, to be honest with you. Or they'll find each other, and they'll survive.
Well, the thing I was going to ask you too is the differences between state and federal. I'm not talking about custody wise. I've had people tell me that state, they just dump you there and that's that, and then federal, the inmates are, I don't want to say more accepting, but they're more like, I don't even want to use the word organized. I'm using the wrong words. But they're more accepting of people, unless you have, like a sex offense. They're more accepting and a lot more. It's not as hard, I'm getting told, in federal as it is in state. Is that right? Or
Well, the thing is, I was kept in the PC area, protective custody of the state, so I really don't know. How it was the general population there. But the thing I had is I was very famous.
right?
It kind of helped.
Already.
The animosities, because everybody wanted to know me or get a picture of me.
Right.
But with this being an ex-cop, I'd have probably more problems than they
Right.
do. So, well, if they're going to cut us off,
Yeah.
so.
All right. I'm gonna end the call with you now. It's up to you if you want to give me another shout or not. I'm gonna try to take care of some other stuff for you too in the meantime. God damn.
You want me to call you? I can call you today in about an hour or so.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah, bye.
All right, thank you. Bye. Thank you for listening to 15 Minutes With. I hope you've enjoyed this edition. If you have enjoyed this edition of 15 Minutes With, please hit the like and the subscribe button. You can also help me keep this show going and watch it get better by donating to paypal.me/Joe Tomaso. That address again is paypal.me/JoeTomaso. 15 Minutes With is constantly looking for new content to upload and new people to interview. If you would like to share your story, or if there's someone you would like to see us interview, please email us at insidetherazorwire@gmail.com. That email address again is insidetherazorwire@gmail.com. Last but not least, again, if you like to support this channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. Until next time, we'll be seeing you